Hello everyone, my name is David Lasuma and I'm the Manager of Student Engagement at GSA. Before I start, I'd like to acknowledge that we meet and work on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation and pay our respects to the elders past and present and recognise the strength, resilience and capacity of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in this land. So I'm here to welcome you to the university and also ensure that you have an understanding of the support you can get from organisations like us. As the Graduate Student Association is an association led by students for the graduates. And we'll just go through a few of these slides and hopefully look after some questions at the end. So we're essentially split up into 4 different areas supporting grad students. So policy and advocacy, study skills, work skills, and social events. Now, we're actually governed by 15 graduate students who are elected. So we have an election every year. And that brings me up to the next point is that our elections are actually kicking off next week. And so if you have an interest or would like to cast your vote, please ensure that you become a member. And I can get to that later on in the session, to be able to vote for who you feel will do a great job to represent you and take GSA into the future for other students at the University of Melbourne. So on our website, it's a great resource to use. You'll see all the 15 current members who will basically go into the election process in the coming weeks. And you can always see their little bios on our site also. So what do we do? So essentially, it's important here that in our policy and advocacy area, we actually tackle issues like as transport concessions, supporting initiatives to support mental health, social justice inclusion. We actually look after parents, student parents and family concerns. We have a couple of platforms on our website that have actually showcased the hard work that we've done to support students during their experience at University of Melbourne. And part of that support is we provide committee members to a lot of the university committees. And so when there is a need to have postgraduate support or interactions, they come to us and we advertise out to our graduate cohort to see if anyone's interested in particular faculty-based committees to be able to show their voice and a lot of the concerns or decision-making processes that come about during those committees. So again, on our website is a great resource to use to see what we actually been working on. And then there's that email there, so that mailbox policy_advocacy@gsa.unimel.edu if you would like to get in touch with the team or just learn more about what we do in that space. We also, over the last 12 months, we've spent a lot of time and resources in building up a place where students can go to get resources or referrals or tips about just surviving some of the issues that have come through from being an online environment last year. And so that still maintains today. We have a 1-800 number there. We are actually in office in the 1888 building just here on Parkville's campus, 9 till 5. If you don't know where the 1888 building is, it's basically next door to Stop 1 here on the corner of Grattan and Swanston. So come and say hello to us 9 to 5 if you can. We've also put together a resources page on our site and just showing all the bits and pieces that we've been able to gather to be able to support students through the online environment that happened and is still happening to some degree. Also linked to that is that we've got a connection isolation Facebook group that we've set up. So a lot of students have been signing up to that to sort of bounce ideas to their colleagues or peer groups to understand, what's the best way to deal with this, or is something coming up that could support me in this. So definitely, if you are on Facebook, click on that, add yourself to the group, and we'll make sure that you interact with all the members of that group. And also to other bits and pieces that we do, we work in collaboration with the university's campus community, providing grocery vouchers to those who are in need. And so we wait for the university to let us know if there's some special cases that come through, and we support those students. A couple of projects that we actually support at GSA is GSA Leads. So this is our leadership and development program. Every year we've managed to support around 40 students through a leadership process to understand what is leadership for them. This last year was the first time we ran it online. We have started the next one already. So we're about halfway through the current lead program, and we hope to release a more face-to-face and online version in semester 2. So if that's something you're really interested in, please again, the website is a great resource to understand what's involved in all of the topics that we sort of touch base on during that program. So that's GSA Lead. We also run a GSA Internship. So one we've done in summer, and we hope to run the next one in the next month or so in between semesters, but essentially giving some tips and experience to a group of students to get some work experience, professional work experience. And so that course runs over 6 weeks. It's a 6-week engagement. And so it's all designed to provide extra, I guess, support in transitioning from, I guess, academia into employment. So look out for that if that's something you're interested in. And also we run our GSA Achieve suite. So this is a suite of webinars, workshops, face-to-face interactions that touch on academic support, transition to work and life skills. So we work in partnership with the university to deliver a lot of this content, and also external providers like Seek, Grad Connection, and other, I guess, visiting consultants that talk through best ways to get through your thesis, best ways to gain that extra experience to be for that work experience, and also the life skills. So we work in partnership with CAPS, so Counselling and Psychological Services at the university, to provide actually tips on dealing with stress or anxiety, and I guess make sure that students understand all the resources that are available to them at the university. So that's GSA Achieve. We also run fun things, so social events, and we're sort of transitioning more into face-to-face now. So we do online yoga, Pilates, and art classes regularly. And then we are starting to do more face-to-face in front of the 1888 building at this stage, and then look to other campuses soon. But we normally give out free coffees or drinks, and a lot of merchandise to help you get through university, and also just sort of fun to connect with our graduate groups. I'll get to them in a minute, but that's type of thing that we provide right now. And then we're always providing coffee and food support to our graduates, especially around SWAT back or towards the end of semesters for those, I guess, crunch times. And so be on the lookout for any of those engagements. Now, grad groups, as I mentioned earlier, we have 147 graduate groups, all club societies, if you like. So these are essentially groups that have the majority of their committee members are graduate students, and usually their focus is to support graduates. So whether it be in special interest, religious groups, cultural groups, or even faculty-based groups. And so 147, you can look at the list on our website, get in touch with them individually, but we run periodic interactions with our grad groups face-to-face in front of the building. So if you prefer that type of interaction, please, again, sign up to our newsletter or our channels to make sure that you're informed. Now, this basically the last slide here is that, look, as I mentioned, there's a blessed ways to stay in touch with us is through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. We're in the building at the moment. Otherwise, the QR code there sends you to our mailing list. So please scan if you'd like. Otherwise, just the website there, gsa.unimail.edu.au, and get in touch with us and link in and make sure that you get to be part of such a vibrant graduate community here at the University of Melbourne. So just to interact, welcome to University of Melbourne. Welcome as a graduate. We also run specific programs to support researchers. So we run our thesis boot camps. And so this is also to support you to get those words down, quantity over quality, I've been told, through those sessions. We also run Shut Up and Write sessions. We're also targeting groups of students who might need that extra, I guess, encouragement or support to get those words down. So look out for all of those types of interactions from GSA. And I know that we've got a little goodie bag here for you today to sort of celebrate you starting here at the uni and also becoming part of this graduate community. So from us at GSA, welcome, and please don't be a stranger, whether it's an online interaction with us or face-to-face near the building. We'd love to see you. Thank you.